Okay, so we can all agree that money is a good thing. Money allows you to buy things that you want. Money allows you to buy things, more importantly, that you need. But can money allow you to buy happiness? Well, in today's video, I'm going to try to answer that question as well as some more questions. Now, usually when it comes to these main hard questions, I'm going to answer them a little bit later in the video, but don't get me wrong, your question will be answered. Can money buy happiness? I'm going to answer it by the end of this video, but we got a couple questions to go on first. Starting with a question from Olivia Evans. If you guys have any questions for me, put them in the comments down below and I'll shout you out by name and answer your question as honestly as I possibly can in a future video. But Olivia Evans asks, would you rather lose all of your memories or never be able to make new ones? I'm going to assume that when she says lose all your memories, that means everything. Clean slate, like you're being reborn. I would have to relearn everything. How to walk, how to talk, how to eat, how to bathe myself, all of that stuff if I lose all my memories. But conversely, I'm going to assume that when she says never be able to make new memories, that means that I'm going to be 17 forever. And everything that I know up until this point, that's all I know. Basically like a Drew Barrymore 51st date situation.
Her slate gets wiped clean every night while she sleeps. Each morning she wakes up thinking it's October 13th of last year.
I'm kind of just reliving the same day over and over and over again. That's what I'm going to assume when she means you can't make any new memories. I would never be able to learn new things. I would never be able to make new friends. I would just have all of the knowledge that I know up until today, and then that's it. I would have to basically just relive this same day over and over and over again. Now, in my mind, I mean, the situation of kind of having a 51st date situation, of course, that would definitely suck, but I mean, that's kind of a little bit of an easier one. I mean, obviously, I would want to rather not lose all my memories again. I mean, I could learn everything that I know and then continue to learn, but I mean, I've only lived 17 years of life, but still, I mean, I wouldn't want to restart my entire life right now. So yes, I could relearn everything up until 17 again, but by that time I would be 34. So I would be 34 with the knowledge of a 17-year-old. I mean, I really would not want to do that. Definitely, I would rather have a 51st date scenario where I can only remember this day and everything up until this day for the rest of my life. I mean, this is a very difficult question, but I would say the second one for sure. Thank you for the question, Olivia Evans. Next one. How do you make YouTube videos as a beginner? So this is actually a little bit more of a real life scenario because I would say that I'm a pretty beginner YouTuber, so I would like to think that I can kind of speak to this a little bit. I've been doing YouTube for a couple of years. I'm still not like an expert or anything like that, but I think I could tell you kind of basics on how to do this kind of stuff. So the first thing, and absolutely the most important thing, at least in my experiences, is you need to make videos on something that you actually enjoy. Because if you enjoy doing something, you'll do it for a long time. And if you're trying to make a job out of YouTube like I am, you need to actually enjoy the content that you're making. If you don't enjoy the content that you're making, you're going to quit pretty quickly. So, I mean, you can have the discipline to kind of run it out a little bit, but I mean, if you're doing content that you enjoy making, you don't really have to go through this whole grueling process of trying to, you know, just tough it out and just do this that you don't want to do all the time. Make videos about something that you actually enjoy doing. That's just going to make the situation so much better. You're going to actually be able to make YouTube a little bit more successful, and have YouTube should be a fun process. It shouldn't be a grueling process that you really hate to do. I mean, sometimes you're going to have those times where you really don't want to be working on YouTube or you don't want to be doing this, but I mean, that's not that bad if you actually kind of enjoy generally the process of making YouTube videos. So number one most important thing is do videos about something that you actually enjoy. So the second most important thing is thinking that you need a bunch of fancy equipment. Of course you don't. Me, right now, I'm recording with like a $12 microphone stuck onto a stick and an iPhone, and that's all I got. But I think I'm still able to make pretty decent quality videos just with that. I edit on an app on my phone, and it's free, and it doesn't cost anything to me, and I think just with these basic materials, you can make pretty decent YouTube videos. But equipment is just half of what you need to make a good YouTube video. I mean, like I said, your equipment doesn't have to be crazy, but you know, you need something even more than just the equipment that you're using to make a good video, and that is actually a good idea, something that actually has some substance to it. If you have an idea for a video, you should have some sort of script to follow. For me, it's this tablet. This has all of my talking points. It's not 100% scripted out. I don't think that's really necessary unless you're making videos that require a full script like a movie, but for me, the kind of videos that I make, I have talking points and I'm able to just look at these talking points and have a good general idea about what I'm going to talk about. But I do still have something to look at, some sort of notes to where I don't get too off track and start saying stuff that don't really make any sense. I want to keep my videos as concise as possible whilst also giving the best information possible, and an easy way to do that is just by having these couple notes to refer back to so that my videos don't get too off track and not very good anymore. And the third piece for making good YouTube videos as a beginner, so you have your equipment, you have your script, and then you have your editing. Like I said, I edit on a free app on my phone. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be expensive. Your editing doesn't have to be insanely professional level in order to get good videos and make good views. It just has to be good enough to where you're able to make good quality videos that people actually enjoy watching. You don't have to go overboard with the editing. It doesn't have to be insane. All my editing is zooming in and zooming out, a little bit of music, and maybe some text on screen. That's about it. It's not crazy, it's not fancy, but I think it works. I mean, if you guys are watching this video, then it's probably working. But overall, just have fun making videos, guys. If you really want to make videos, have fun. That should be the most important thing. Like I said, if you like doing something, you'll do it for a long time. And if you're trying to make YouTube a job like I am, it's really important to like what you're doing so that you can actually sustain it and do it for a while. Now, of course, like I said, there's going to be some times where I don't really want to record and I don't really want to write down a script and I don't really want to do this and edit, you know, but you know, sometimes you're going to have to do stuff that you don't want to do, but generally you should enjoy the content that you're making. You should enjoy the process of making it. That's just going to make it so much easier for your videos to actually be, number one, better, because you're a little bit invested in the videos that you're making and you like them, so you're probably going to make them better, and you're going to be able to sustain it for a longer time. That's how you're going to be more successful on YouTube than anything else. The people who actually made YouTube videos just because they liked making YouTube videos are the people who are the most successful people on YouTube now. That was a very good question. If you guys want to get into YouTube, do it, because I think it's pretty fun. But we have the final question: does money buy happiness? So I think I need to start this by saying, can you be happy without money? And of course, there's plenty of people who live a little bit poor. You know, some people live in poverty and they're some of the happiest people you'll ever meet. But at the same time, there are some incredibly rich people that are also some of the most happy people you'll ever meet. And there is the exact opposite of that. Some people who are poor are some of the least happy people you ever meet. And some people who are very rich are also some of the least happy people you will ever meet.
Like, you know I'm not happy, you know I'm trying.
Money is this very slippery slope kind of thing where you can start to become obsessed with making money to the point where you start becoming unhappy because you're just doing things every single day that are bad and you don't want to do them, but you do them just with the purposes of trying to make as much money as you can. You start getting greedy, you start getting bitter, and that's when you start having problems with unhappiness making money. The thing is that money is not the key to happiness. It's not the key to happiness at all. But money does remove some of the worry of a lot of things in life. If you're not able to pay for things like your food and your housing and your bills and stuff for your family and clothes, and if you're not able to pay for, you know, especially things that you need, but even things that you want. If you just want to go have fun sometimes and, you know, go on a vacation or something, but you can't afford it, you know, that's probably going to make you a little bit sad. So, money does not inherently buy happiness. But I do think that if you were to take someone who is pretty poor and if you were to give them a bunch of money, they would probably be a little bit of a happier person just because they now don't have a lot of the worries that they had before. They don't have to worry about paying their bills. They don't have to worry about paying for this and paying for that. It removes a lot of the burden. If you have money, it removes a lot of the burdens of life that can make you unhappy. But do you need money to be happy? No, not at all. So to give a conclusive answer, no, I would not say that money buys happiness. but I would say that money does replace a lot of the things that can make you unhappy. Like I said, paying for things like bills, food, all of your needs, and also all of your wants. Things that are not necessarily necessary, but you would like to do them. If you have some money and you can go do them, that's probably going to make you a happier person in general. So anyway, guys, it's starting to rain a little bit. I think you can probably tell, but that's going to be about it for this video. I had some very great questions in this video. I hope that I answered them properly. I hope that my answers made a lot of sense. If they did, give this video a like, maybe subscribe, share it with some people. And if you have any questions for me, put them in the comments down below. But with that, that's about the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.